Bullshittery of the Week, a Shodcast by Andy and Dan. The Andy and Dan Shodcast contains strong language and utter bullshit throughout. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the Andy and Dan Shodcast. With me, Daniel Hill, and you over there, Andrew Cheetham. What's your name, Andrew Cheetham?
Daniel Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smartass. If you want to contact us, email us at Andy_DanShodcast at not Gmail, it's Outlook.com. I wrote that down wrong. Oh no!
So you've been saying it wrong the last 3 weeks?
No, just this week.
I thought you said Gmail last week as well.
I probably did. Oh well.
Oh well, so
People don't email us anyway.
From like Yugoslavia are like, how are we getting all these positive emails?
Because they are. Oh yeah, and on Tumblr as well. Tumblr as well. If that thing came through, alright. I've got an ask thing if you go on the Tumblr site, I can't remember. I think it's dangersdesigns/tumblr.com or something. Go on there.
Yes.
Ask me a question, and we'll not answer it.
We'll do a Q&A.
Yeah, Qua. As I call it.
Because you're a chocobo.
So Andrew, how are you? It's override.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, what have you been up to this past week, Coles?
Well, what haven't I been up to? That's the next question. Well, actually, I've been doing nothing.
Don't sell yourself too short, Andrew.
No, I've been working on my game, and I've been doing a timeline for that, timeline for the history of the world.
The game world, not just in general.
Yeah, the game's world, but I haven't gone any further than the start of the game.
Yeah.
Because I don't want, because we don't want to. Because I haven't figured out the order of everything in the game yet, so I can't really do a timeline for that. And I still need to know the time frame for it.
For the help.
Because I don't know if it's going to be like within a year of when the game starts, or if it's going to be like over a course of a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall see.
That's just it.
But I had to do loads of lore and stuff. I had to come up with like days and months and stuff, which were just basically rip-off versions of our months. But here we are.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, stuff like that. Making sure there's all these details in it, and then I've been playing Dark Chronicle.
And you,
nearly completed Dark Cloud.
Yeah. I was going to put quote unquote finished Dark Cloud.
Yeah, I nearly completed it, and then it screwed me over like in the last dungeon.
Yeah.
Because you get like these circles on the floor, and you step on them. They either give you a boost or they give you a negative effect.
Mm-hmm.
And I was fighting an enemy, and my weapon got quite damaged during the fight. Cause it's called Whip,
Right.
WHP, and it's like basically like the durability of your weapon. So the higher it is, the less likely it's going to break and stuff like that. But
yeah,
if that hits to 0, then it breaks, and it went quite low down because it blocked my attack and it reduced it. And then it went over this circle, and I went to attack, it went over the circle, and missed the enemy, but then the weapon broke because the circle reduced my whip.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and when I reloaded it, I was like 7 floors above where I was, and I was just like, no.
I'm done with it.
So I watched the ending, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on. Even after completing the game, completing all the story up to that point, I was just like, no, I don't.
Nah, mate, nah.
It was a good game, but it's really confusing because, like, you start off and all these events happen, and you do the first town, and you see this guy, like I was telling you see this guy who attacks you, and then he walks off like, oh, I see why they chose you or something, and then and then you get your second character, and then you do the next bit where you build up this next time, you get your third character, and then you do it again, and you get your fourth character, you do it again, you get your fifth character. Then you do something else and you get your 6th.
Right.
And then it's the last dungeon.
Oh, brilliant.
and then you get all this story stuff, because like you build up this relationship with all these characters. It's all to do with you're going after this dark genie, and he's like destroyed all these towns, but they've been sealed in these balls, and you have to rebuild the towns and stuff, which is pretty cool. But there's no like proper. It's story to do with the characters that you get, but it's not to do anything to do with the main story.
Yeah.
You see the dark genie, I think, 3 times in the story or something.
So dark.
And then you get to the last bit, and then he's there, and then all this truth starts coming out, and I was just like, this is too much!
Overflowing.
Someone just managed Chrono Cross for that.
Okay.
Yeah. the end bit where you talk to those people, that I'm not going to say who they are, for those who want to play Chrono Cross, and then just tell you everything that's actually happened.
Yeah, it's like, well, it would have been nice if you'd led up to this. Not just dropped on it.
But I'm preferring Dark Chronicle. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
It's cell shaded, sort of chibi style. I haven't done a lot on it because I keep getting killed.
That's weird.
You get 2 characters in that. You get Max and you get Monica. And Max has a wrench.
Okay.
And Monica has like a sword. And as a guy with a wrench, he's an inventor, so he gets like you have to take pictures of things, like just anything to get ideas to come up with inventions.
Okay.
And apparently you can do it on enemies.
Yeah.
So I tried to take a picture of an enemy and he keeps getting killed before I can do it. So, I keep having to like run away from the dungeon and like keep coming back. So I'm just training up a bit. It's a lot different than the other one, but apparently because it's Clarky's game, a lot of new elements are going to be brought into it after I've just done this bit that I'm up to, and I'll like it a lot. So he's trying to convince me that Dark Chronicle's better than Rogue Galaxy.
Okay.
But
You'll be the judge of that.
yeah. As a Rogue Galaxy expert, I'll be the judge.
As you're a massively biased person towards Rogue Galaxy, I doubt it.
I'm enjoying it though. I'm enjoying Dark Chronicle, and it is at the moment it is on par with Rogue Galaxy.
Is it level 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very similar style, like Rogue Galaxy. They weren't chibified, but it was still cell shaded sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like that sort of like art style.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's all very colourful, very chibi, and yeah, it's just really nice world.
Cool. Nice one.
That wasted about 10 minutes.
Cool.
But what about you, Daniel?
What about me? Me! What have I been doing this past week? Looking after my nephew a lot, because he's off school.
Yeah.
So that's taken up a good portion of my day. I haven't played any games, but I've been reading the Harry Potter again, and I'm up to Deathly Hallows. Oh, depressing and shit.
Yeah. I remember reading it several years later, which you were in shock about.
Yeah, I'm just there like a chapter in, and it's like, oh god, it's too dark already.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just like, and so no. Sorry.
I even forgot like he dropped his fireball. I was like, no, his broomstick. Everything's just too much. It's just like he keeps losing everything. It's like no.
Just that single tear coming down like the broom.
Even the broom cried that day. Some muggle will find it. It's like, well, look at his broomstick. Just goes shoot it off. But yeah, I'm reading that.
Yeah. Because I know it with the Half-Blood Prince, because obviously I saw the film and then I read the book.
Yeah.
And then I was like I was disappointed with the film anyway, and then I saw and then I read the book, and it went even further down in my estimation.
Yeah.
Because they missed so much stuff out. What's the elder Weasley called? Is it Bill?
Think so.
The one that
Bill.
werewolf.
You get more.
Yeah. He's not even in the 6th film.
Isn't he?
No, not all. Like the battle of where they all turn up at the end is not even anything. Like all the what are they called?
Death Eaters.
Death Eaters. That's it. are in the clock tower, and then Snape does his, stuff.
Yeah.
And then they all walk out like the front door, and Harry just follows them because he just happened to be watching. And then he goes down to the thing, and then it's yes, I am the Half-Blood Prince.
Is there even any lead up in the film? Because I haven't watched the film properly, because I think the only ones I've seen properly are the last ones, and they're the ones I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Is there any, focus on that Half-Blood Prince in the film that much? Like the book, how he gets?
Well, he gets the book, and then he's, doing it, and, Hermione's getting jealous because he's doing really well because of all these things. But it doesn't say anything about it, because, Ginny goes, who's the Half-Blood Prince? And that's because that's what it says in the front of the book.
Yeah.
But, and then he's all like, Malfoy's a Death Eater.
Yeah.
And he challenges him because someone gets attacked or something. And then he does the Sectum Sempra or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it hurts him, and then Snape's like...
Pretty much.
And then he heals Malfoy, and then, Harry gets rid of the book. And that's the last you hear of it.
Yeah.
He drinks the liquid luck from Slughorn and, finds out about Voldemort going, oh, what's a Horcrux?
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm just going to split myself 6 times. That's what he sounds like, because he's a snake.
Yeah. I always annoyed me in the film that you're thinking red eyes.
Yeah.
Because, that was one of his striking appearances. He had a pale face, no nose, and red eyes. With, snake slits. But, no, just give him normal eyes.
And then, at the end, he's just like, yeah. You dare use my own spell against me. Yes, I am the Half-Blood Prince. He just walks off.
Oh, no, yeah.
Past Hagrid's cottage, which Bellatrix sets on fire.
I don't think Bellatrix was even there in the book. It's some other Death Eater.
It's in that film. Is it that one?
Where is it when he attacked the burrow, which I never understood why they put it in?
Yeah. They just suddenly attack the burrow, which is on fire, but then it's fine because they get married there in the next film.
Yeah. I was going to say it wouldn't be that much of an issue to wizards anyway if you put it out quick. And then just, fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was just... it's just such a bad film.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. And I never liked the films anyway since you replaced the Dumbledore, because that first Dumbledore was perfect, and then went and died.
How dare he?
In real life, the swine.
Yeah, and then they had to change.
And the other one was
to Nigel Gambon. It was just like, why?
He was alright, but he didn't feel like Dumbledore.
No.
He was too angry all the time.
The bit you always mention is the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Where the film he starts having a massive go at him for putting his name in the thing. It's like, well,
that's not what happened.
No, it's just, Harry, you're the
Andrew, with acting skills like theirs, why would you Dumbledore? Just turn around and got a massive beard and a wizard's hat. What's quick?
Yeah, it was just like, okay.
Yeah. A bit weird, but yeah, fair enough. But yeah, reading that, I just got to read Deathly Hallows.
Speaking of which, I'm going to Florida in September, and I'm going to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
The American one, that's all.
Yes, I'm going to get a wand and stuff.
Yeah, nice one.
So it should be good. When you went to the thing down in
London?
Yeah, did you have butterbeer?
No, I'm not sure. I think we did have it, but a lot of things were very expensive, and I wanted to get a wand, so that took up 20 quid. So yeah. So
yeah, because I'm just wondering what it tastes like. A lot of people say it's like orangey butterscotch flavour or something.
Yeah, I don't know, probably.
So I was just wondering. But yeah, Deathly Hallows. Yeah, it's a very depressing book.
And it's dead jarring because it's the first book where he doesn't go back to school, so it's like, what? Just roam in the countryside and shit. Yeah.
It's just sort of like, la 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 la, I'm Harry. The hills are alive with the sound of Harry.
It's true. And
then he gets naked into a pond and tries to get the Horcrux. Well, he does in the film anyway.
Check that. I want to read through it again.
Yeah, because like
You would
Snape,
watch Harry Potter.
Snape puts the necklace in a pond or something, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. It's quite clever how they do the thing with the what do you call it?
Patronus.
Patronus, yeah. With what it shapes takes and stuff.
Yeah.
Very clever.
He was like, "Oh, it's my mum."
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then Harry like strips down and jumps in the ice to get it, and then Ron turns up all like, "Ah, so you're naked, are you?"
Yeah. I see you've got your wand out.
It's weird though in the film, like when they do like the realization when he gets like Snape's tears, but I don't think that happens in the book, does he? He just does the spell that he taught him to look inside someone's mind.
How doesn't he get his thing out?
Oh, well, he does in the film. Yeah, he gets a tear so he can put it in the pensieve.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, tear in it. That don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to pull the memory out. And it's like like a thread, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, he just cried it out like a pansy.
It showed all this stuff, and it made it look like in the film. If you didn't know much about the Harry Potter universe and stuff, like it made it sound like Snape was Harry's father. It's really weird. Like
Star Wars moment.
A friend like is Snape Harry's father? I was like, no. Stupid way they've done it. It like made it sound it was like his father, and he turned up and he was like holding her face, just like, "It's okay, Lily."
Oh yeah, as well in the film, the way he gets killed, he just gets like bitten to death, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which he does in the book, but in the book it's way more gruesome because the snake's in like a protective bubble, like a spell bubble, because Voldemort's protecting because it's one of his last Horcruxes, and he gets it to float on Snape's head, and then it attacks him. So it's like, Jesus Christ. Not
like him and Harry are linked because of the Horcrux and stuff. That's that is Harry, and he goes. He's like ducked behind like the boathouse or something.
Yeah. Where
Snape's getting attacked, and he's just there. Like Voldemort's just like.
I know, you would have sensed it, wouldn't
he? You would have sensed it because he's all like, "Harry, it's you, mate." It's just like, he would have sensed him, and then he just disappears, and then Neville kills Nagini.
It's quite funny because it's like the only reason Neville wasn't in Harry's place is because Voldemort went after Harry instead.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been Neville.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's just like, oh look, everyone's dead. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Do all the spiders come out of the forest in the last battle? I can't remember.
Yes. Well, there's a few spiders, but I don't think there's not that many.
Yeah, because in the sixth one where Aragog.
Yeah, Aragog dies.
Because he dies, and then Hagrid's all surprised that the other spiders don't let him back in. And it's like, oh, it's almost like Aragog was telling him not to eat me.
Yeah, they come out and they attack him, but then like his brother turns up. I can't remember what he's called. Dumbledore's brother turns up, and he's like,
yeah, he's like in the books, like you don't even know. He's always just referred to as the Hogshead barkeep. But
oh, is he?
Yeah, and then he's like, and then he keeps saying, "Oh, it looks strangely familiar to Harry," and then like later on, he's like, "Oh shit, it's his brother."
It's he only appears in literally the last film, like the second part of the last.
He should have been in at least the fifth one. Did he go to that bar in Dumbledore's army thing? In Phoenix?
Did they go to where? Oh yeah, they did. Was that him?
Well, it should have been. Because
they just saw this old man who had a goat.
Oh yeah, the goat thing's a clue. Because, like, apparently he was done for doing inappropriate spells with a goat or something. Because, like, Dumbledore's family did loads of controversy around.
He didn't speak or anything. They just went to this place, and then they all sat upstairs, and they were like, "Blimey, Harry, you can do a Patronus. I didn't know that." So, well, where the hell have you been? Why did you not read the books?
Here, read my latest encounters. You didn't see Azkaban? But, yeah. It's quite funny.
I think out of all Azkaban's my favourite.
Is it?
Yeah. Azkaban or the Goblet of Fire thing.
Mm.
I do love Deathly Hallows, but it is ironically very harrowing.
Yeah.
Or harrowing.
You've got one word right, and that's death in that title.
Yeah, because I like the twist that he thinks it's his dad, that it's come back in some form to save it, but it's the time travel.
Yeah,
it was
it
actually
did that
him.
quite well.
Yeah, it was really cleverly done. It's like, very done, very done, very well done, Rowling.
Oh, you done well, Raoul,
Just
Jay.
did time travel right, which is very hard to do.
Yeah. And luckily in the fifth one, I don't know if it showed it in the film, but all the time turners in the Ministry got smashed.
No.
'Cause,
The
like,
Ministry bit was
yeah, in the films it was shit, but in the book they went through the different rooms that have covered like
yeah, and it
things
had, like the brains in the
yeah, which attack Ron because he gets like confused with a spell, and he's there like summons the brain to him, and then it starts like strangling him. It's like, oh Jesus, this is mental.
yeah. Like, in the film, it's like they find the exact room full of all the prophecies.
Yeah.
He hears it, and then like the Death Eaters appear, and then they start like battling him in the thing, and then Ginny goes reducto, and then blows it all up, and then all the things start falling down.
Yeah.
All the shelves, and then they run through the room, and they find the archway.
Yeah.
That you can only like hear if you know death or something.
Yeah, I think so. You heard. Yeah.
It's like a pestral or thestral, what they're called, where you can only see it if you've seen death or something.
Yeah.
But and no one else could hear it, and Luna's like, I can hear it too, or something.
Yeah, I can hear it too. We're gonna do.
I was just thinking this. And Hermione's like, there's nothing there, Harry, it's just an empty archway. And then all the Death Eaters attack again, and then Sirius turns up like, get away from my godson.
Yeah, that's what annoys about that. He gets hit with the killing curse in the film.
Yeah,
but in
it
the
gets
book,
knocked through in the book.
he just gets knocked through, which makes it worse because he would have survived if he hadn't been knocked through the arch. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, he gets hit by Bellatrix doing the curse that I've already forgotten the name of.
Yeah.
Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
Because it's, abracadabra, but
Yeah. But yeah.
But they changed it with cadavra because it causes you death. So it's a cadaver. So very well done, Rowling.
You win this round, Rowling.
And then she runs off, and then it's that scene. I don't even need to tell you what it is because
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, when Boswell possesses Harry, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm going to turn you evil, but I'm not because I want to kill your face inside.
He's just like, "Come on, Dumbledore, kill him!" And he's like poking his face out of Harry's face.
That's how it happens in the book because I haven't read all of it.
No, but he takes full possession of Harry to try and get Dumbledore to kill Harry. But Dumbledore don't roll that way, bitch.
Yeah, in the film, he's just like Harry's just writhing on the floor.
Yeah, in his
And
head, or floating about and stuff.
Yeah, with clouds and stuff. And he's just like, "Death!" and then he disappears. And then, what's the minister called? Fudge.
Yeah.
I don't know if in the book he goes like at the start of the film, like Dumbledore's like, you have to understand, you have to see that the Dark One has returned, and he's like, he's not back. And then like right at the end of the film, he's like, oh, he's back.
Yeah, it's proper shit. Yeah, they proper deny it and stuff. Yeah.
Let's sit down. And then it's that other guy takes over, and then he gets killed.
Yeah, Scrimgeour.
Yeah.
Was it like a line that much in the film? I can't remember. Apparently he's got like hair like a lion's mane.
I can't remember.
No.
I think he's not even in it that long. He's in it briefly, and then
It gives Harry and Ron and Hermione the will, doesn't he? And then
yeah,
gets killed.
yeah, and he gets killed. Like, and then the Patronus says the minister is dead.
It's like your old bugger.
And then like, they are coming. It's like, all right,
Okay, mate.
dirty buggers.
Not now. I'm in the middle of a wedding.
And then they turn up to kill everyone at the wedding because that's the entire Wizarding World right there.
Pretty much. Did they show Dumbledore's funeral in the sixth film?
No. Yeah, with like the
Girl.
giant. Yeah, grow up. That's it.
who you proper taught him to talk, and I put it at that point.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, yeah, they don't show the funeral. It's like they show. I don't think they even show his grave.
Yeah.
It's on an island or something, or it is in at the end of.
I don't know why it's on an island in the film, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know it's by the lake, but
Yeah.
on there it's just like on this weird island.
But
That wasn't even his grave.
No.
So it was like it had like a big stone square that's like cuboid that was.
I know, yeah, it's all like modern for like a wizard, like an ancient wizard.
And it's like floating above it, and then he moves that out of the way so he can get to the grave. And it's like, yeah, but what is that? What is it for?
Stop people from making Dumbledore.
Then he steals the elder one. It's like, oh, it's not yours, dickhead. I like that twist. That was good.
Yeah, he probably like confusing who actually had possession of it.
Yeah.
And
It's
it
like,
leads,
it was me. Said
leads back to Malfoy.
Yeah. It's got clever because like Malfoy didn't have it at the time, but he didn't know it was his.
Yeah, because he disarmed him, didn't he? Probably
Yeah.
the only person. That means he's like the only person to disarm Dumbledore ever.
Did Dumbledore just let it happen in the book?
It's because he focused the spell on. Because in the film, did it show him when he went to get that Horcrux? Because he's all weakened, so we have to drink that.
Yeah, well, he went through and then he did like a fire spell to get rid of all the zombie things that I've forgotten the name of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get back and he hides and then he's like, oh, good evening, Malfoy.
Yeah.
Draco, that was it.
Because he's
And
all
then-
poisoned.
Yeah, it was like his hand is poisoned and then he's obviously dying because of his hand.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I think he says something and he goes, I won't fight back, and he holds up his hands like that, and then Malfoy just disarms him.
Oh, what? Because in
And
the
then-
book, he does a non-verbal spell at Harry to petrify him, so he
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Oh, Harry's hidden underneath.
Yeah, he's hidden under his cloak and then he petrifies so he can't get involved.
Harry's like, because there's they're in the clock tower, but there's a bit underneath in the film. There's
Yeah.
like going down the stairs. There's a bit underneath, and Harry's under there watching it all through the floor.
Okay,
It's like
well,
wooden floor, but it just happens enough of a gap to see that Snape.
it's not even a clock tower in the book. It's the astronomy tower.
It's a bell tower or something. He's in.
Yeah.
It might be an astronomy tower. I can't remember. I just read it. It's like I thought it was a clock tower. So.
Yeah.
And then the act occurs.
Yeah.
Everyone in the film was in the cinema was like in tears, and I was just there like trying not to laugh. So I'd feel guilty about laughing at Dumbledore dying, but Michael Gammon's face as he was falling, like, hysterical. He proper looked proper solemn, but like really joyous at the same time. Really weird. Sort of like it was like his face was like completely stern, but he had like this weird sort of smile just turned up at and he was like falling down the onto the floor, and then everyone like holds their wands up to get rid of the mark that's in the sky.
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah, that film just completely different.
it just doesn't make any sense. It's nothing to do with the book, really.
It really isn't. It's like even like you said, it was in like random tower that sounded completely different to the one I read. It's like, just change everything, why don't we? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Ran on about that for a bit. Yeah, and apart from that, just working mostly.
Cool. Game news.
Game news.
News.
Game.
Okay, so what we had this week? We've had Battlefront,
Yeah.
where they showed off the it's like a dogfight mode, wasn't it? Like Squadron mode.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?
I like it. It's
Yeah.
the mode where it's slightly different from the normal modes, but like it's just you doing loads of battles above the planets and stuff. But one of my favourite things about Star Wars is the ship battles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, despite Anakin in the first film being a massive mong,
That's because he's a child, and childs can't act.
yeah.
Child can't act.
The turns. It's one of my favourite bits of the film where he's like they're all flying through the thing.
Yeah.
It's
Did he
like,
that? I'm not sure if you're not in space in this one. I thought you just on the planet's atmosphere. And
But I think they'll probably do different maps.
Because I read somewhere that they were just doing like planet ones, like not actually space battles.
Yeah.
But they might do DLC.
the-
Hopefully, I would have thought so. But
Yeah, because, Star Wars.
yeah, it'd be really daft not to.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the fact that you get all these TIE fighters and things. I think even in the normal battles, you can still get in the ship, because on that Hoth battle, there was still everything going on below you. So, but I like the idea of teaming up with people and taking on like the Empire and stuff, or the Empire taking on the Rebellion.
Yeah.
Like, you have like the X-Wings, the A-Wings, B-Wings, TIE fighters, TIE bombers, Millennium Falcon, and stuff. There was some Star Destroyers in the background, but they're probably just...
Just fly when I'm like... just rain down like terror on everyone to go really slow. That's what I do. Hopefully they'll have a wide selection of other ships as well.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of ships. I hope it's not just like the Rebel ships and the Empire ships. So,
because you can get a slave one, but it's like he's technically working for the Empire. So
yeah, it'll be like each one will have like a hero ship sort of thing. It's like in those sorts of games, you always get a hero that turns up in the battlefield, and you play as them for a certain amount of time, and then they go.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it'll be like a hero ship for a bit. I can't think what else. What else would there be? The Millennium Falcon for the Rebellion, and the Slave one for that. But what else?
In the original trilogy, wasn't a massive lot of like individual ships really.
You could give him Vader's TIE Fighter.
Yeah, TIE Advance, whatever it was. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't think of anything else. I like they that have different ships as like. It depends on what battle it is. If they do like Kashyyyk and stuff, I like the Wookiee ship.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm still annoyed that
there's no single campaign.
It'll be like they'll suddenly come out with it because the internet's complaining.
They'll do it as a fucking DLC now and then.
Yeah.
Big expansion.
But wait, there's more.
There's a single player onto this game and should have had it in the first place.
Yeah, what they'll do is like, I know there's like a couple of battles based on Ep.07, but once the films come out and we know the story of it and stuff, it's coming out before Ep.07's released, so
yeah,
they'll probably do a story pack after that or something.
Probably, yeah.
What did I read the other day? I read something, it was like, such and such a person is confirmed to be in episodes 8 and 9. It's like, is that right? So we haven't even had episode 7 yet. Well,
I know, yeah.
I can't remember what it was. It was quite a famous martial artist or something.
Okay.
I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Fair enough. I think the only thing I didn't like about from what I saw was the some of the quotes some people were saying when they were fighting. They were too like, like the pilots and stuff. They were too like upbeat and like, "Hey guys, I got one," and things like that. And in the middle of like,
I wasn't really listening to it. I might have to listen back to him because I was too busy like.
I mean, it's like it's the sort of thing you'd expect because it's a game and it's so stuff, but it's just a bit cringy. Sort of.
Oh, but yeah, some of it is cringy. I like some of them do it. I know, like they did it in the films, but like not all the time.
No, usually when they died. Jack Porkins, that overweight X-wing, was like, "Oh God,
yeah. I remember it.
That's what it sounded like. I can't fly an X-wing on account of my diabetes. Sound like you'd have.
I can't fly no X-wing on account of my diabetes.
Oh yeah.
Was he in an X-wing?
What?
Was he in an X-wing?
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, okay.
You fit in there somehow. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, enough ridicule of Porkins.
Yeah. May he rest in space.
They rest on the top of the Death Star that got blown up.
You don't want the fragment.
It's like, sure, you did a great job, Luke, blowing up the Death Star, but however, Yavin 4 got nuked with all the rubble from the Death Star.
Yeah.
It was right next to it. Oh, no, it wasn't, was it? It was next to A Planet, but it wasn't Yavin 4.
I think it was next to, it was around Yavin, the red giant. That
Yeah.
Was, like, so it would just fell into there and burn up or whatever.
Oh, that's fine then.
That's alright. Look at
Some of
that.
us have gotten to there, though. Just like a...
Yeah, probably. You're probably just like, I don't know.
Like during the ceremony, like Luke just gets killed.
Vader's spare helmet comes out and just like hits him on the head.
What else? They showed that Pokemon trailer finally for the film.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
You sent me the short version. Did you see the long one?
I know. I'm not really bothered. I just saw because the new Pokemon has article.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
No.
It's something to do with Zygarde.
I hope that little one's indicating that they're going to add new ones that are just not legendary. That'd be cool. To the Z or whatever
It's going to be the new of the generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather it be like that, but I think it's something to do with Zygarde because it was
Probably.
green as well.
Yeah. Maybe he's got little minions that go around and just shit on everyone.
He's like based on Nidhogg.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, and he like chews the roots of the tree.
Stop that! Stop that! That's the world!
I hope, like, because in the original map of Kalos, you can see, like, another region, like...
Yeah,
in the
because
top
he's drawn
right
in
bit.
it. Yeah.
So I'm hoping you can go to there or something, and I want them to add new Pokemon. I don't just want Mega Zygarde or whatever.
No, we don't care anymore.
Just fuck off with Megas. I'm not going to go into a Mega rant because we.
I know this is how this Shodcast started. The first ever episode is just bitching about
but the big silhouetted thing is definitely Zygarde because like when after that thing goes through the O, it shows the big silhouette and like all these hexagons start glowing on it.
Yeah.
And Zygarde's like the only thing that has hexagons on it. So
yeah, it'll be either a Mega or some sort of extra legendary variation that we tend to do.
Yeah, like Kyurem.
Yeah,
Kyurem, White Kyurem.
Something like that. They'll throw some other shit as well.
They'll probably have like Mega Zygarde X and Mega Zygarde Y or something stupid. That's why.
Yeah, probably just to drag out one Pokemon somehow further.
Mm.
Yeah.
We just need to add more Pokemon into it.
Really do.
And they were like, yeah, but Megas are technically new Pokemon. I said, yeah, but Megas are technically shit. But
No,
anyway.
because one, the majority look shit, and two, it's just for battle,
Yeah,
so it's not an evolution.
yeah.
You dickheads!
Some of the design's fine, but I'm not all
I
of
just
them.
don't like the mechanic, I don't like what it is.
No.
Yeah.
It's just a stupid mechanic that should never got brought into it.
It's just like...
Like I said before, we're going into it.
we are.
We'll split away from this in a second. They were clearly evolutions for the Pokemon.
Yeah.
But then, for some reason, they've decided that Mega...
It's like they couldn't think of a way to incorporate some evolutions, because some of them like were fourth and stuff. And you're like, oh, we can't do that yet, because we haven't.
Well, it's like a lot of the Pokemon only had one
Yeah.
evolution. So it was like a first stage, but it's like basic first stage, second stage.
Mm-hmm.
So you had like Houndoom, Manectric, Bayonet, Absol, who hadn't had an evolution and stuff like that. Because we had Sylveon, and it was the only Pokemon from the old generations to evolve, and it was like, well, these all Mega Evolve.
Yeah, it's a bit stupid.
And then for some reason, one day they were just like, do you know what really needs a Mega Evolution? Or do you know what really needs an evolution? Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Let's give it 2. Oh, do you know what? Blaziken is not broken enough. Let's give that something. And it's just like
it's just like the card mechanics where they always introduce a new like system where it powers them up further and further.
Yeah.
Like they brought it into the game. It's like, well,
it's like, well, not every Pokemon gets one, and I hope not every Pokemon like every final evolution gets one.
yeah.
Because like some of them are just they're
'Cause
just
then-
ridiculous.
Because then it just boils down to you having to do that if you're into competitive battle, stand the champ.
It's like I've had a few battles with Brad where he's had his Mega and stuff. I've gone in not using a Mega, and I've still won.
Yeah.
But it was difficult because he had this thing that suddenly got a massive boost of power. And it's just like, no. It's ridiculous.
Really cheap.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm going to Mega Evolve. Like, and then they did stupid things like Xerneas. Because Xerneas is more powerful, is the most powerful legendary.
Because it's type matchup.
Because it's fairy. And it's the only fairy legendary. In a Ubers for competitive battling, it's just full of obviously like the dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just gets one Geomancy off, and it's like, see ya. I think the only thing that could take it down was Palkia.
Yeah.
Everything else was like, just couldn't do it. Or maybe Dialga, I can't remember which one it was, but
one of those guys.
One of those fours that's going to get a Mega when it comes out. Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because then when Mega Rayquaza came out, that is been put into its own tier of Uber or something stupid because it's too powerful.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, what are you doing? Just stop it. Just leave them alone.
It was fine just for this story.
Yeah.
Stuff, but it's just like, and then all the random ones like Slowbro and stuff.
Yeah, I don't get what
it's like now they've done a load. You were just like putting a ball on random which ones to do next because a lot of them just didn't make sense. Yeah, it's like what?
It's like out of every single Generation 5 Pokemon, if it had to get a Mega, if I had to have a gun pointed to my head, and any Pokemon in Gen 5 had to get a Mega, I would not have pointed at Ordino.
No, that was just there in the early game to give you an experience boost.
Yeah, and it was just like there all the time in every room.
And what annoyed me about all the new Megas, you didn't even like, you beaten in pair in battle. So like, if you hadn't looked on any sort of FAQ about the game or any teasers, you wouldn't have known it gets a Mega.
Yeah,
and it's just completely random and off thinking. Like,
yeah, I'll tell you what. When Zed comes out, for them to fucking actually put those dungeons in that were clearly going to be an X and Y.
Oh, what do you mean the dungeons had fuck all in them?
Yeah. God. Unknown Cave, where Mewtwo was, obviously.
Yeah.
Which was just a room. You had the Sea Dragons, the Sea Serpent's Den, which had the legendary birds in it.
Yeah, for no reason, because they couldn't think of else to shove them.
Yeah, it's just like, well, surely some sort of legendary should
The
be
name
there.
is referring to something else, it's not the fucking bit.
That they've taken away from the game for no reason. So hopefully that'll be said.
I hope so.
That
sealed room thing.
Yeah, there was like there was one that was like where you got a Benetite, which was like.
And then you looked at the description, it was like, let us know nothing in or out or something. I can't remember. Yeah.
He's going in this one room and it's just like, what the fuck is this?
I know, it's like clearly ran out of space or something, or budget or time or something. And you just left it like that. Like,
yeah, because it was stupid. Because like it said, oh, this game's been in development for 2 years. So no, it's been in the design phase for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's not been in development. You clearly didn't start making it until after you made Black 2 and White 2. And then X and Y came out a year later.
Yeah.
So, it was just like, yeah, whatever. I mean, like with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, they messed that up. It was a really good game, and I massively enjoyed it, and it was great going back to Hoenn and stuff. But it was like the Battle Frontier and stuff like that. It was just like they didn't bother putting it in, but they decided to use the Battle Maison.
I know.
And use the Battle Frontier Brain music for their battle. And it was like, well, that's just...
You can clearly see that it was meant to be in it.
Yeah, and they just decided not to for some reason. Because it was like, if you read like some of the stuff that people say in the game, it's like, oh, the Battle Maison actually started in Hoenn. It's like, well, why would it?
I know, yeah.
The Battle Maison is clearly French, which is where Kalos is set.
Like, don't you lie to me.
And it's like, oh, the Battle Maison was started in Hoenn.
Oh yeah, and there's other things in that X and Y as well. Was going to lead to, hopefully, like the thing with Looker and stuff.
Yeah.
He just randomly turns up on the shore and he's got no memory. He's like, what did that come from? That's linking
because of the Doctor Who thing.
Yeah, but you would have thought you'd get some sort of closure in it. Something.
Yeah, and
it's like the bonus area after the game, the battle result. So it's like you're doing anything else other than that. It's like, well, I want to know what happened.
Yeah, because it's like all to do with like alternate dimensions or something, isn't it? Like, to do with Hooper.
Yeah, Hooper.
And he's fallen through or something.
Yeah.
It's what I got from it, but like in X and Y, I don't know. I don't get it. But there's a few things in that. There's that hotel. If you go into or something, like you go into a room and that girl appears. If you remember that, there's like this, the weird ghost women.
Yeah.
She turns up, like comes out, like floats towards you, and then says, "You are not the one," or something, and then disappears. It's like, okay,
weird.
Am I not? And you get a statue or something as well. There's an item, and it says like it's a statue of a legendary Pokemon not known in Kalos or something.
Yeah.
I've not known of any Pokemon currently alive in creation or something, so we might get something to do with that.
Like, what? Yeah, anyway. Sorry. I had to like force myself out and be like...
Break it up.
Yeah.
Alright, break it up.
Break it up, guys.
What else, Daniel? 15.
Yes, I was going to say that, wasn't I? 15. Well, we've seen a couple of things now.
Yeah.
Seen more story-based footage.
Yeah.
Briefly, and a very brief battle.
Very, very brief battle.
A very brief battle as they lose. Spectacularly.
Against Malboro, which is pretty...
Which has made it even more horrifying because you come out the ground now. Out of the swamp. Just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Because obviously, like, the video is called the Malboro or whatever it is. But you see, it's like, you see part of it or something.
Yeah.
Sticking out the ground, and I'm just like, oh god. You're going to hear the battle music starting up like that, bar filling up. You're just like, shit.
That was solid as ever.
Yeah. It's going to be difficult. I know it is.
Bad enough in times they were moving around him. And now it's just going to be even worse once you get used to the battle system.
It might be easier once they show magic and things.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to rely on summons to be able to...
No.
To kill it.
Well, I would have thought there'd be like a limit thing on that in the actual game.
Yeah.
They can't spam it. Ramu!
And the story thing was all about, it was like 15 years ago when he was a baby. Or about 7 or something, 6, 7.
And
then and his dad's like, yes, he looks like a massive monkey.
Father Gibbon, we meet again.
Father Gibbon! And then it says his destiny has been decided already or something, and then it like shows him as these weird silhouetted things, which are really Eidolons. Did it say they were Eidolons, or am I just making that up?
Possibly, I can't remember. Where's icons from?
Icons?
Like EI, like spelling Eidolons, but icon. Where's that from? I've heard that.
It might be that then. I don't know.
Or it might be from 14 or something. I'll check after. I can't remember. I've heard that word and I can't remember it's from.
I think that's what they were supposed to do. It just happened to be weird things. You couldn't really see it.
Yeah, it's all vague, like some sort of prophecy or something like, oh, here's your poochie, baby.
So yeah, I don't know if they were actually the summons or if it was just something else. But there was like a picture ages ago that someone found. It was like them. It was sort of like weirdly old world sort of stuff. And there was all 4 of them were stood there, and then at the bottom there was like statues, and there was like Shiva, Ifrit, Titan, Rama.
Yeah.
Like a Medusa thing, Bahamut, and something else. So it could be what it was representing, and because we know Titan's in the game.
Yeah. Stupid idiots.
Don't say it was a summon though, or did they say it was a summon?
I'm not sure. I think you definitely have to fight it.
Yeah, because like Rama, you don't fight.
No.
You just like absorb him.
It's looking like he's obviously his destiny is connected to the summon. Sort of,
yeah.
Like he's the only one who can probably summon him and stuff, and you've got to use it to save the world or some other shit.
Leviathan.
Yeah, Leviathan. A video. That early video.
Yeah, he's the only one who can use it, but every time he uses one, it like kills him slightly or something.
Probably. Like,
Which is...
he sacrificed a bit of his body to summon. It's like, go Leviathan, and his finger just comes off and just like turns into... That's the noise. Go Leviathan.
Yeah, I showed that, and then the Maldora one was today.
Oh yeah, and also in that the story trailer, you showed the dogs again.
Yeah, I remember like
the animals are in it, aren't they?
During one of them, I think it was during, I don't know, was it the Tokyo Game Show last year? They said if there was enough fan I can't remember what the word is. Yeah, like fan
feedback.
Feedback, yeah, sort of feedback. They would consider putting a dog as a playable character or a character for your team.
Yeah.
After they were showing them running around as a dog. So
yeah.
Like
bloody hell. Funny.
Which I wouldn't mind because like those guys do my head in a bit. But here we are.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a dog than
all of them guys.
I don't mind. I can't remember what they're called. I think Ignis or something.
Horatio. Big Ben.
Gladiolus or something. Gladiolus or
Gladioli. Yeah.
and Pepto Bismol.
Yeah. Snuffleupagus styles guy.
Pepto Bismol. It's got a stupid name.
Yeah.
Prompto,
yeah, that's it.
That was it. It was close enough. Pepto Bismol.
You just dropped an ad there.
Yeah, I don't mind the guy with the glasses. I think he's alright, but the other two, I just don't really care.
The other guy's just...
Once the game comes out, I'll probably be like, the best characters ever.
Yeah, you'll get used to him, but it's just like that Gladio, whatever it's called, too macho. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's like overly good.
We did that bit on the demo, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where we teamed up with him and we had to do that like joint attack that was really annoying.
Yeah, it took ages to figure out, even if it's like the most basic thing. The instructions shit.
Yeah. You'll get used to it once you get the game and stuff like that, but it's very jarring.
It's just so different from what I used to. You can tell I spent ages just developing that because it's like, what? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, like that. I don't know how far that bit's going to be into the game, so it might be the first bit. It might be like 3 chapters in or something. So by that point, you probably get used to it, and you just be like, yeah. One thing I said though was there's not as many drop ships because how many did we encounter on the way?
Fucking hell! It's just like you get attacked by monsters, you're dealing with them, then another monster would join in, and then all of a sudden it'd be night time, and then you'd see these searchlights, and then a drop ship would just drop on you, and then all your souls go like, right, I'm out of here.
Because I like clockwork soldiers, really weird.
Yeah, like I think like Magitech soldiers.
Yeah,
really
they like take the heads off and blow up.
Yeah, I couldn't even focus on that much because there's so much going on in that game.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it's like everything around you is still obviously.
I think that's what I'll take getting used to because we're just used to things stopping when we fight in a Final Fantasy game, and now it's just all action packed. So it's like, fuck me.
Oh God. Still, like, I like the battle style and stuff like that, but I'd still prefer if Noctis just did have his own weapon rather than having everything.
Yeah.
It works for the battle style and things, I get that, but, like, he pulls out a greatsword, and it's like, well, that's Gladius's weapon, so he should keep a greatsword. They should all have separate weapons, and you shouldn't be able to just, like, go, haha, I've got a sword, now I've got a spear, now I've got a greatsword, now I've got a gun.
Yeah, but to be fair, he was always going to be like that. Based on what he's doing and stuff, so him and his attitude. Have I not observed your prince-like attitude?
The roughest voice in the world. It's like,
what? Run that past me again.
Just gruff voice for like he was supposed to be like 21 or something.
Yeah.
Because it's 15 years after when he was a kid, so.
And he's like this time-worn old man.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic! What?
Maybe like. Lost his tongue after summoning it.
His tongue turned into Shiva. Slipped out of there. That's Shiva. Shut up, it was. Yeah.
Like in the 5-1-8 game that you played. Which you broke your game.
Yeah. Jesus, you did though. I think I might have summoned it too much because she was like really useful at that point. Summoned her again in like the whole, it was in the forest on the world map and it just like, I don't know what it did, everything froze, like it all glitched up. And it like ruined the battle bar and everything and all the texts, all the stuff. I was like, Shiva, what have you done? You stupid bitch.
Yeah, you can officially pre-order it now because
Yeah.
you can do it anyway. But so we might get a date at TGS.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
think they announced that we're going to do it. Oh, that was Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't know, I heard somewhere, but it's probably not confirmed. The tentative date's obviously 2016, but that's all we're saying at the moment.
For which one? 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but you know what all unpredictable are.
Well, I'd imagine they want to get this and Kingdom Hearts 3 out by the end of next year because 2017 is Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah!
You'd think so. Was that it?
I think so. My camera's going mental.
What? Your camera? Oh yeah, it is. It's flashing at me.
Yeah, I think that was it. I don't think there was any other news that I can think of. Ow.
It's only just shot.
Is this chair, there's like a little bit that like clicks that when you like push back.
It's like a gunshot noise and then you think, ow.
No, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah.
Unless you...
I was going to do a review of Jurassic World, but I can't be fucked.
That's how good it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't really like it. I didn't
And that's
dislike
the review.
it. No, I didn't like it. It was alright. It was just, it's one of the most unnecessary, thingy franchise, old franchise things ever.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense really, but I think I finally realised right near the end when dinosaurs teamed up to take down another dinosaur in a sort of friendship move, where I kind of decided, yeah, this is bullshit. What?
Is that what happened? Is that how they got rid of the I-Rex?
Well, yeah, it's a massive spoiler, but obviously he got killed because you know you can see that.
Yeah,
coming.
had to, yeah.
But yeah, he's just like
All the dinosaurs teamed up on it and killed her.
not all of it, but like they purposely released the T-Rex to take it down.
Oh, right, yeah, because that's what I was saying about the one with the flare.
Yeah, with the flare, they did that because like there's only one dinosaur who can match this one, even though we all know it's genetically superior, so it still sort of wrecked it. And then like one of the last raptors was like, "Oh, I'm still trained by you. I'm your friend," and helps him out. And then something else happens right at the end to finish it off, which I won't tell you, but it's just like, oh, fuck's sake.
You can tell me once the camera stops rolling.
I will. But the last bit was you didn't see coming, but it's just like, oh, what are you doing? There's still animals. They still wouldn't team up.
Dinosaurs that were more powerful than a T-Rex. It's just that it happens that during the time of the T-Rex, there wasn't anything to
and
pick
obviously, and obviously in that film, it is iconic.
Yeah.
So Jojo's like, oh yeah, the T-Rex will save us and won't eat us at all, maybe. Yeah. And obviously there's loads of bullshit, like the whole trading thing looks quite funny at first, but it's just ridiculous. And obviously ends predictably when they don't like go out of his control sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's obviously that old storyline of, oh, why did the program to train these rats come out in the first place? Oh, it's because we wanted to do it for military reasons. Oh, gosh. And they leave something open with that. They wanted to do it for military reasons, so they could have raptors and send them into battle. Obviously, Andrew. Why else would they try and train raptors? Don't look at me like that. You would.
I'll look at you.
Don't look at nothing like that. But yeah, and then obviously leave some open like that, so you know they're going to do a sequel, which you were going to do anyway. It's just like, oh. So fucking jaded, Andrew. All these film remakes just piss me off. Oh yeah, and there's another thing in notes as well. It's like, sorry, right, but I haven't finished. It's got to be one of the worst recent films I've seen for fucking branding. Like,
Really?
yeah, like, there's a bit where he's just talking, Chris Pratt, to that woman, and he's there, like, drinking his Coke, but in a dead obvious way. And it's, like, clearly labelled, you can see it. In, like, the main bit of the park, where it's, like, a street before you go out and see all the other enclosures, it's, like, got Starbucks and everything, and you can just clearly see them all, and it's like, what's the same? Ridiculous. But yeah, go see it now.
Anyway, like I remember the that big fish that jumps out of the water and eats the shark or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like in that film, it's like 70 foot long or something, and
Yeah.
it grew to probably about 8 in real world.
Yeah.
Well, this is a genetically enhanced one. So
Yeah,
it's
like
probably...
a fucking whale or something, a bit like 3 times the size of a whale or something.
Yeah, it's just like, no, it's not. It's the size of probably like
The size of New Orleans.
Size of 2 people or something, from what scientists discovered and stuff.
And also that bit I said to you about over the top death.
Yeah, the top death. Yeah.
Which involved a pterodactyl picking up a woman and then while holding her getting eaten by that. It's like, why? It just jars you from the rest of the film.
Yeah. So I think they show a little bit of that death in the trailer, because like they show the kids and then this woman getting picked up.
Yeah. Because it's like all the other deaths in Jurassic Park are usually pretty quick, or if you go off camera to like insinuate someone getting killed, because it's obviously still like family, even though it's like,
Dinosaurs.
people getting eaten by dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But in that, it's just like, he focused on it for too long, and it's like, what are you doing? I didn't need to see all that. That's fucking horrible. But yeah, that's my review.
Good.
Go see it if you want, but I find it hard to switch off and just enjoy it, because it just annoys me too much. Yeah. Bye now, Jurassic Park World. Yeah. I don't know, I didn't really think it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the only one I liked then was the first one anyway. I don't see it.
Yeah, I didn't like...
I've never really heavily invested into them, but the first one was good. That was it. Really. Might have thought on it.
It's like when you watch it back now, it's like... Because it's always on TV.
No, yeah, it is recently, because it's the new one.
It's always... you start noticing things that as a kid you just like... didn't notice. Like I told you about the T-Rex thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, breaks through the electric fence, steps over the wall. That's clearly like just up to its knees. And then when they go over in the car, it's like a massive pit.
Yeah.
It's just like, how did it... It's got like the longest legs in history. It just comes on like that.
It's extend. Yeah.
Stuff like that girl annoys me in the first film as well. It pisses me off. All she does is scream through the entire thing.
And yeah, it's still the most realistic child acting I've ever seen. Mainly because she doesn't try to say anything, she just screams. Like, yeah, that's more like it. You annoying bitch.
I read yesterday. It's like it was fake as soon as I saw it. It's like they're remaking Jumanji.
I've heard that, and I heard that it's not fake.
But it says it's coming out on the 25th of December 2016. That's not going to happen.
No, I doubt it. I'd say it would be fake, but at the rate they're going with all these remakes, it wouldn't surprise me.
They'll get Chris Pratt to be.
Just Chris Pratt.
To be Alan, whatever he's called.
Yeah. God. So bad.
Or Dan Castelletto, whatever he's called. Homer.
Alright. I can never pronounce his name, so I don't try. I kind of knew what you meant, though.
Because he did the genie. Apart from him, Conan or whatever it was.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck was that?
It's my ears. They're bleeding.
They're bleeding profusely. God.
It was dreadful.
It really was.
But TGS is coming up soon, I think.
Cool.
I think it's September. Oh yeah, it's September because it's like the weekend that I go away. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, I think that's probably it for this show.
Yeah.
We haven't done about Harry Potter longer than I thought we would. That took up a good portion of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. We can talk about more stuff next time. Leave it that vague opening. Yeah, again, if you want to contact us, it's Andy_Dan_Shodcast at outlook.com.
How?
And also each week, I'll try and do it an hour before we start recording. I will post the Tumblr ask thing, so just go on there and ask me any questions or suggestions or whatever, and we'll chat about them. And we'll talk about them in an inconsequential fashion. Yeah. Got anything to say, Andrew?
No. I've said enough.
I don't know for you. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah. See you next time.
Yeah, bye.
This week's Andy and Dan Shodcast was brought to you by the Chill Creative Team, Danji's Designs, and a network of awesome.